Rated M for mature.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 3 FES, and today we have to come to Tartarus. You know why? Because I said so. But we are going to be climbing the... Crap, I pressed the start button. Might as well just show it off then. We're going to be climbing the rest of tziah, because, well, I'm kind of bored of this place, and we need the old document. We technically need the old document in, like, November, but I just want to get it now just to be on the safe side. And yeah, the enemies are not going to change that much, so it's probably just going to be it may be an all Tartarus episode, or it may not be, I'm not too sure. But Parvati is basically going to eviscerate anything in my past, so yeah. Now the floor that we're looking for is 160, so essentially you have to get through 13 floors. Why do I keep pressing that? We have to get through 13 floors of Tartarus. Now granted, it's not really that annoying, it's just... I do not want to get into repeat battles, and ooh, we have actually seen these guys plenty of times. I'm going to show them again, mostly because, wait, where's my Mabufu? Because Parvati is a very potent ice damage dealer, yeah. Now, granted, that didn't look like a ton of damage, but shut up. The only way I could make her stronger is if she had Ice Amp and Ice Boost, and to my knowledge, no one has Amp at this point in the game, so... yeah, it doesn't really matter. Granted, you can get pretty weird skills just by, what's it called? Gosh, I can't think of the word. By, mutation. Just like that Virtue did, so that could always happen. And yeah, those guys were pretty easy to take down now that we have, ice. I believe the only element we're missing is, wind, which Yukari has at all times, so it's not really that big of a deal. And ooh, rare, I'm gonna hit you, and I'm gonna get the rare chest, and this is gonna be a Scarlet Turret. Scarlet Turrets are weak to Zeo, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna switch into the Succubus, and use her Zeodyne attack. Alright, and where it is? There it is. Now granted, we could use Dreamfest, but it really doesn't matter. This thing doesn't have a ton of HP, and our allied attacks are going to do a ton of damage, so we might as well just do as much damage as we can. And it's called a Scarlet Turret, obviously, because it's red, but if you look, it actually has like kind of a emblem that is reminiscent to a Ferrari, so that's kind of neat. I mean, my team members suck. They don't have like any Dyne attacks yet. They're still stuck on the Ongas. Garula. It's not Onga. The second rank of spells. They're not done yet. No, Junpei got a new ability. Now, I actually did make a tiny bit of a miscalculation in the previous episode. I talked about how when Junpei does get to his next level, he doesn't really change all at once. That was kind of a lie, because he actually gains invincibility to ice attacks now. So he doesn't have to deal with that, because that's part of his persona leveling up. And man, I love the way my sword looks. Gosh, it's so cool. I'm probably going to hang on to that sword for a pretty long time. Granted, there are way cooler weapons. I thought about making a weapon exposition video, but I wasn't really too sure on how well that'd be received, plus all the other bonus videos I want to do with Persona. But yeah, there's a rare chest. New quick pumps. Yeah, let's give those to Yukari. Actually, I think she already has better shoes. No, she changed her equipment a little bit. No, she gives back our bow. You really don't want this bow? I mean, trust me, I think it's pretty good for you. 4+ magic is pretty good. We're actually gonna force her to take that back in needle shoes, evade electricity medium. I'm gonna leave that on there because I believe that works really well with her. Let's actually give her Mantle of Wind again. I like that on her. I like my Yukari a little more tanky and avoiding electric attacks. So we may give those quick pumps to possibly Mitsuru. Don't really care about that chest anymore. Just want to get on to the next area as quickly as we can, and the stairs are right over here. Very nice. So it was pretty cool. We got another rare treasure for Yukari, but actually it's just a female rare treasure, so could technically be given any of the female characters, including Gigas. Gigas and her robotic shoes. Very odd. I like Gigas a little. I like her design. I like what they did with it. I'm not really whole fond of the character progression, if you know what I mean. Well, hey, that's hit or miss. I understand what they were going for, honestly, and I don't really... It's still kind of weird, but hey, whatever. I've just always been that way with... Oh my gosh, why do I keep pressing triangle? Goodness, stop doing that, dude. You're so dumb. So dumb, anyways. We need to keep finding these stairs, and I believe we haven't actually run into the Scarlet Turret yet. And unfortunately, it seems that we have not been able to encounter an enemy I really want to show off. It's another one of those Minotaurs. But chances are, we're not going to run into him for quite some time, so there's no reason to rush it, really. So I got 10 floors to go, so I'm just going to spend a little bit of time talking about the game, the story, and all that jazz in between fighting enemies. And that is a dead end, don't want to go there. So yeah, very recently, Shinji died. He died sacrificing himself to save Ken Amada, who, turns out many years ago, Shinji actually killed Ken's mother. So he thought it was willing to sacrifice himself instead of being, you know, letting Ken kill him. Actually, he was going to let Ken kill him, but Takaya kind of beat him to it, more or less, and the stairs should be right there. So that was a very dramatic part of the game, and as a result, Akiko came to the realization that you can't save everybody, and he's going to try and take all of his problems head on, just like Shinji would. And yeah, he got his new persona, which was Caesar. And then Ken had kind of a realization that just because someone is gone, it's not really necessary to take revenge on them. And oh boy, more of these jerkwads. Let's just run away. Might as well. And honestly, that's a big reason why people do not like Ken. If he was the best character in the game, people would obviously use him. But from a character standpoint, he's just not that likable. I don't know. I mean, some people, I don't know. I can't really speak for everybody because I introduced the game to my friend and we played it kind of in like in a closed environment. I've never been on any Persona like forums or anything. I don't know everyone's general opinion of the characters, you know what I mean? So, I guess maybe everyone loves Ken. My imagination is that they do not though, so I don't know. And hopefully Yukari will knock the one down in the center and we can just move on. So yeah, this is where the game starts really getting serious. The beginning, you know, we were just very naive, didn't really understand where these giant shadows were coming from, and we couldn't really, well, we did much about it, but we didn't really understand why we were doing it. Now we understand that these things are very dangerous and we have to destroy them, or people are going to get hurt, just like Ken's mother was hurt in a freak Persona accident. Not to mention we have to take down Strega, who's apparently really evil, and we obviously don't want that. I mean, come on, he killed Shinji. He's definitely, like, messed up in the head. Didn't even hang out with the guy. He's so stinking cool. And hopefully, okay, she's gonna tell us just 6 more floors to go. So that's the most recent thing to happen. Also, we passed our exams, got a ton of social links. Man, I'm leveling social links up like crazy. Literally as fast as I can. Gigantic armor. Don't really recall what that does. Let's see what this enemy is. Hopefully the Minotaur. Yeah, what the heck? Not the Minotaur. It is the mighty Cyclops of the Hanged Man Arcana. And this guy is, yeah. Hopefully you're innocent enough to not realize what this persona is based on, but essentially he's just a really weird dude. And he is actually going to be weak to fire attacks, and we did over half his HP in one attack. He absorbs ice, and that's pretty much all there is to him. He's just a standard enemy. Usually most enemies that are just by themselves are not much of a threat. And that's technically the highest level enemy in this like place. And ooh, Os. I could get Os, or I could get the money to make Os. I'm gonna get the money to make Os. See, that card is kind of helpful, because like Jack Frost, he can also be fused into a weapon to make a very helpful item that boosts our attack instead of magic. So we may be doing that later, not too sure honestly, because I don't realize. Oh, these are new enemies, crap. These are the growth relics, which we should have fought very early. These guys are weak to strike. Now, you know me, guys. I'm not the biggest user of physical attacks in Persona games. That being said, they are weak. Actually, what? No, that's the Regal Mother. They are only weak to strike, and they absorb wind. However, that has nothing to do with ice, so we're going to just launch a very hefty multi-targeting ice attack onto all of them. Don't worry, guys. I'll show Bufudyne off very soon. Just not yet. Hopefully, is that strike? That should be strike. Yeah, perfect. So now Junpei has realized their weakness, and hopefully, yeah. Okay. Now everyone's going to do the same thing. And oh no, Sukukaja. Not really a fan. And this shadow is based off something in like Renaissance art, and it's the funny thing. I took a college course all about Renaissance art, and I can't remember what the art piece was called. I just remember, like, seeing it. And let's show off Bufudyne, why the heck not? It costs a ton of SP, but look how much damage this is going to do. Completely obliterated 169 at this point in the game is really stinking good. And yeah, it's pretty decent spell. Not going to complain about that. Alright, so we found some new enemies, and we also got, ooh, a knife for Koamaru. That's pretty cool. Koro-chan, give me your paw. That's the funniest line in the whole game to me for some reason when Fuka's talking to Koro-chan for the first time. It's just like, could you be any more like calm, Fuka? Fuka is the embodiment of being calm. I don't know. Her voice actor is kind of what makes this game a little special. It's kind of become a pop culture reference, I guess. The enemy! Every time. But yeah, that aside, she's alright. I liked what they did with her voice actor in Persona 4 Arena. But that is a discussion for another time, as the stairs are all the way up here. And yeah, I just like to talk. This is such a chill game to talk over. I don't know. I just remember playing this game and like kind of being bored a little bit, but when you're talking over it and you just have things to like think about, it's kind of good. It's kind of good, you know. And I'm not really threatened of tziah anymore since I have multiple personas that can pretty much destroy everything in this area. So not really too afraid of the shadows right now. We're just gonna zip around and see if we can't find these gosh dang stairs. And that's a dead end. Actually, let's try and fight this very small shadow. It might gosh dang it. It might be the Minotaur. Nope. Just one of you jerks. I'm just gonna use a Bufudan and hopefully destroy you relatively quickly. There we go. Gonna do 166. We can just auto this thing down. It's not really that threatening. No, I don't really care. We don't need to do an L attack every time. Just beat it again. Goodness. Wasting almost time. And also, I forgot to mention this till now, but I just looked at Akihiko's gloves and noticed them. Yes, his gloves did upgrade slightly. He doesn't have the blade fists anymore because apparently these are better, yet look like the first gloves that he got. Don't worry, it's not the first gloves Akihiko starts out with. They're very much different. And yeah, I don't know what you guys have been up to. I binge watched a anime. Oh my god, an anime? No way. Who does that? But yeah, it's kind of cool. It's called Kill la Kill. It's actually, oh gosh, I want to talk about this anime, but you gotta fight this thing first. It's a pretty decent anime. It's from the makers of Gurren Lagann. It's basically based in a different universe, kind of like the setting of Gurren Lagann. If you never watched Gurren Lagann, I'm sorry, I'm going to be talking about it a little bit because I like that anime a whole lot. Now, I'm not the king of anime, but I know my robot animes, and Gurren Lagann was definitely a very fresh interpretation of the old Gundam format. Of, you know, just, I'm a big robot, alien. Actually, there's no aliens in Gundam, except the most recent Gundam, but that's not the point. We fight the Minotaur. The Minotaur is Minotaur 3. Has no weaknesses, but blocks strikes. We're just going to use our strongest attack on it, and hopefully it will die. But yeah, Kill la Kill. It is, funny enough, based in the, wait, what? What? Oh, he reflects ice. Crap, that was a big mistake. Yeah, there we go. So I want to use fire on him or something. But yeah, it's based in the Bay Area of Japan. The main setting is in that area. And that's kind of funny, because this is where the story of this game is also placed. So I thought that was kind of cool, how there's a big connection. Although I'm pretty sure, like, the Bay Area of, like, Tokyo isn't really, like, that. I mean, it's not the most popular site, you know? I find it kind of weird when it be based, you know, it's like in the Kanto region. No, I'm talking about Pokemon, by the way. But I don't know, I just thought that was kind of funny. And yes, this guy does have regenerate. Obnoxiously. He basically just has a ton of health. That's all he's got going for him. He's not that devastating, honestly. And yeah, we're doing pretty decent damage. Let's try another Agidon. And yeah, I think that is... If we ran into the Hakoromusha enemies, we will have seen everything in the area. Please don't kill me. I might be dead. I might be dead. I forgot he has a fire attack. I'm a giant idiot. So that kind of sucks. I have to go into Succubus now, or I'm totally going to be screwed. I thought this thing was so, like, unintimidating. I was going to be fine, but apparently I forgot what his abilities actually were. And unfortunately, we can't change our persona again. And it's going to regenerate some more. Use a Mabufula skill, and oh gosh, this is not good. Not good at all. Not good at all. If I can't change my persona, and he keeps spamming ice attacks, we may be screwed. Now, I was trying to talk about Kill la Kill, which is a pretty good show, despite it subject matter being a tiny bit risque, but it's alright. Hopefully, do not use another ice skill. Good, Gigantic Fist. I will gladly take that. Yes, the string of constant hitting me with ice attacks is over. Now I will go into the succubus and completely destroy you. Yeah. Granted, I could have just done a Dream Fest, but that kind of would have been cheap, and I don't like being cheap unless it's against a boss. And alright, succubus. Let's try that again. Let's try and use our Zeodyne attacks and defeat this thing now that its ice attacks cannot harm me. I believe the succubus is only weak to Hama, so we'll be alright. Another pierce attack, no big deal. Diorama, come on, you didn't have to do that. Just finish him off. He has like 2 HP. Seriously, come on. Ugh, whatever. It's no big deal. Yukari should have him this turn, and if not, I'll do it. Nope, there he goes. Okay, super. So that was a tiny bit scary, but regardless, we're okay. So, I think that is near the... Yeah, we're almost to the exit, right? No, actually, I think I was imagining things. Let's go this way, though. But yes, Kill la Kill, very good show, very unique plot. Highly recommend it. It's still ongoing, though, and isn't dubbed, so if you don't like subtitles, sorry, but trust me, it's worth it. And hey, the 160th floor is right here. Now that has been said, we did a lot of, like, shadow battling, but we still have to fight the very strong shadow that is here. So I'm going to go downstairs, heal up, and save really quickly. Now here's the deal with this next boss. Essentially, Junpei is almost useless versus it. However, the rest of our team is not. Yes, this is the Mythical Gigas, a very, very frightening foe. However, I have the Succubus, so I think I'll be okay. And yeah, it is of the Strength Arcana, and is pretty difficult to take down. The first thing we need to do is put everyone to heal and support. I think that would be the best for the first turn while we scan him, because this guy resists slash attacks, reflex, strike. Completely blocks, pierce, and absorbs fire. So that means your only way to damage this guy is through ice, electricity, and wind. That being said, thank goodness I gave the Succubus electricity. Very, very helpful. Now, alternatively, we could use Fire Break and have, like, Junpei use his fire attacks versus this thing. But that is kind of not a good idea, and also defense down, very, very scary. Now that we know his abilities, he's going to do Matareda, which is going to decrease his attack. And now Junpei is going to buff our defense all the way back up, so it's like really nothing happened. Whatever though, let's go to tactics now. We're going to send Akihiko to act freely. Yukari is still pretty much our best support, and you know what, let's actually try it. Let's try it. I'm very curious. I'm going to use Fire Break and see what happens. If Junpei will do good damage or not. We might as well just show this off one time. And okay, this guy's level 48, I'm level 50, so yeah, and also he does a ton, he just has a lot of really scary attacks. He has Deathbound, Vile Assault, Power Charge, High Counter, so never hit him with a physical attack, because he's going to counter it if it actually goes through, and okay, that was definitely not worth it. So we're not going to use any fire attacks, we're definitely just going to keep spamming the Zeodyne while, I don't know. Should Junpei stay on support or attack him? Because I'm doing really good damage, but I don't know. Huh. Kind of a issue. So I guess if you have another party member that's semi-leveled up and Deathbound, oh boy. Really awesome skill. I just love that skill. It's so awesome. It's just, you know, there's a lot of counterplay and everything for it too. It's just great, isn't it? Everything is just awesome. Let's see. Okay, we were third, hopefully. Actually, Yukari is... Let me check that again. Okay, the boss is third, Yukari is second. So hopefully she was the Medi-Rama on all of us and heal us a lot. That'd be very dandy. There we go, perfect. Good girl. You're going to use the attack, the heal that I wanted you to heal us with. Awesome. So essentially, if your HP threshold is this high, you should be alright. Now I want to see what Junpei does on his turn. Hopefully. Okay, if all he's going to do is an Aguilo, we don't need him doing that, honestly. So we're going to set Junpei to heal and support 2, and just keep spamming Zeodynes. He's almost at half HP now, so that'll be good. Hopefully he has some debuffs or something I can do on the boss, and another diorama. Going to Akihiko, not bad, keeping everybody in full HP. Very nice, very nice. No boys, his attack has reverted, and so is his fire affinity. Here comes the power charge Deathbound. But we all survived since no one got critted. Granted, if anyone gets critted, we'll be okay. because they got a ton of revival beads. And alright, Marakukaja. Yeah, I think that's how you say that. I don't know. The spell names in Persona and Shin Megami Tensei just keep getting more and more outlandish every entry. Alright. Another Zeodyne. This guy only has 2100 HP, so we technically have to do like 21 Zeodynes to take him down, roughly. But that'll be okay. Strike attack coming in, only 72. Gigas, a very tanky dude. As he trained so much, and 63 damage, come on, and, I guess Akiko, actually Junpei, really can't do much in this battle. But that's alright, no big deal. If someone gets really low, we can give him a medicine or something, right? He actually might be out of medicine, which would suck, but I guess he's just going to be a buffer this battle. And Marakunda, not cool, dude. Not cool at all. Hopefully, Junpei will just buff us up again, though. Alright. This is not a very... Yeah, there he goes. This is not a very exciting battle at all. It's just like the game's way of saying, you better stinking be able to deal with physical attackers, because you're going to be running into them all the time from now on. Which is very true. Very true. But I'm also going to get some physical attacks very soon. Once we max out strength, we're going to get literally the best, fire... Actually, not fire. One of the best physical attacking personas debatably in the game. So that'll be pretty nice. It's mostly just the way he gets one ability inherently. And when you're later into the game, you have a higher ability to be feeling good since you don't have to study as much. And his skill basically increases damage by like double, I think, if you're feeling good. So it's very broken. And yeah, I'm really excited to get that because it's going to make grinding so easy. I'm going to literally press one button and everything on the screen is going to die. And yeah, the other great part about having a succubus with Zeodyne is that, wow, his Maragadine, does like 0 damage to me because I resist it. So that's definitely really awesome. If you can level the Mothman up that much to get him that ability, I highly recommend it. And oh boy, you got a crit, but he did not crit everybody, so he would not get a 1 more. And okay, we're still doing pretty good. There's basically, if you're this high level, there's basically no way to lose to the Mythical Gigas as long as you have a semi-decent magic stat. If I told you how to get the sword that gave you plus 10 to magic, and you can find some magic sandals, you're pretty much good. And, ooh, a little scary, but well, alright. Xianga coming out. And hopefully next turn Yukari will heal us all back up to full. And yeah, Junpei, sorry you had to sit this one out. You really couldn't do that much, huh? Kinda sucks. But the Mythical Gigas goes down, and that is tziah, guys. We cleared all of it, thankfully. And yeah, we got the Wand of King. Pretty nice, but not that great. I believe King is the best, but oh no, actually Wand of King is awesome. It's going to give us like more magic. We definitely want that. A magic mirror and a Soma going back downstairs to heal up really quick. And I'm just going to go to the top of tziah and get the old document since we've already seen all the enemies' shadows that we can find on this block. Funny story, tziah in Hebrew means leaving, and that is exactly what we're going to be doing the next chance we come to the top of tziah, because we're going to be leaving here. Yeah, I'm going to miss this place. It looks really nice and has really nice music. It's more upbeat than the other floors. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be even a barrier up here. Kind of weird, but regardless, we're going to go back down to the first floor of Tartarus, because that's basically as far as we can go up. We have to take on the next shadow to be able to scale any higher. But once we've eaten the last shadow, Tartarus is going to disappear, so what's honestly the point? Anyways, going into the Velvet Room real fast, because we want to turn in the last old document that we received. And okay. Accept request. I wish you could just sneak and talk to her and then just turn it in. So much easier, but that's apparently not how Persona 3 works, and we've taken the request, blah blah blah. My master and I have watched your growth with great delight. I hope you will be alright. No problem. And okay, we got a Soma. Not too bad. Just might as well get that. There's no reason not to. But that's going to pretty much do it for this episode of Let's Play Persona 3 FES. We defeated the rest of tziah, which was pretty time-consuming, and I talked about a lot of things that weren't honestly important, and we beat the Mythical Gigas. In the next episode, we're going to be basically doing 15 days worth of social links to prepare for, well, the next full moon. So see you guys then. Bye.